My name's Sam Cornish and I'm curator or researcher at the John Hoyland estate. John Hoyland was born in Sheffield in 1934. Born to a quite ordinary, not artistic family, but he was encouraged, particularly by his mother, to explore art from a young age. He went to the junior art school in Sheffield at the age of 11 and later to the senior art school. And then he studied at Royal Academy schools in London between 1956 and 1960. When he went to London, he was exposed to the largest exhibitions of American abstract expressionist painting that took place there in the late 1950s. And in a way that set the course of the rest of his career. His paintings are large scale, often huge horizontals, full of kind of feeling and drama and energy, and with really powerful, vibrant colour. All the ceramics were made in the first half of 1994. He worked at the Royal College of Art in London, and we know he didn't make any paintings on canvas for the first 6 months of that year. They were commissioned by CCA galleries, but I think part of the reason why he might have been particularly attracted to making the ceramics was because kind of an engagement with sculpture had been a kind of thread which runs through quite a lot of his work until then and afterwards as well. And so he wrote a short text to introduce the ceramics when they were first shown in 1994. He quite enjoyed the fact that he wasn't an expert, that he could kind of take risks and try things out because basically he didn't really know what might work and what might not. So he said in his text introducing them that he enjoyed the freedom to experiment, he enjoyed the unexpected colour, and he also enjoyed introducing humour or irony into them. And he called them these mad little hybrids. And they have this kind of creatureliness, like they're kind of creatures from a sort of strange realm. You can see some of the imagery in the paintings of maybe the decade leading up to them. And often in those paintings of the 1980s and early 90s, there is a sense that the imagery in the paintings is somehow animate, like almost at times that it seems to look back at you. In a way, the ceramics, because they become actually three-dimensional, that kind of creatureliness, the sense that they are these kind of weird little people or these weird little things moving around is much more kind of apparent than in the paintings. So they were shown at CCA galleries in London a few months after they were made. And then after that, they lived on shelves, in specially made shelves, in his studio in London. And they're they're really there, right in the middle of the room. And they'd never been exhibited again, anyway, until this year. I, along with Wiz Patterson-Kelly and Olivia Bax, curated a show called These Mad Hybrids, John Hoyland and Contemporary Sculpture. Hoyland said, paintings are to be experienced, not to be understood. And he said, the idea of the colours interacting almost like characters in a novel. So they each had their role to play, and they each had their particular feeling to kind of bring to the whole.